Hi, this is Denise Mathew, and today I'm going to make these hammered circled earrings. They're very easy to make. You just need some wire, one piece of wire to make them. You can add a bead if you want, or you can just leave them without a bead like I did with the copper one. You can make bigger circles or smaller circles and longer or shorter ear wire parts so that it will hang differently in the ear. The possibilities are endless. So let's get started. I'm working with an 18 gauge wire. You could go down to a 20 if you prefer, but I wouldn't go much lighter because it'll be too flimsy. You want to make sure that your wire is as straight as possible, so I just use my wire straightening pliers to make it a little straighter. Now I have a ring mandrel, so I'm going to use that, but if you don't, you can always use a dowel. It's whatever you have on hand. I like the mandrel because I can use it for the size so that I'll know that each of my earrings are going to be the same size. So when you wrap it around the ring mandrel, you're going to leave about a half an inch of overlap, and that will be what you're going to use to wrap the circle. So to know exactly where I'm going to wrap, I just wanted to make a little mark with a Sharpie on the wire so I'll know exactly where to bend the wire when I want to wrap it. So then you're just going to take your chain nose pliers and exactly where you marked with the Sharpie on the longer wire, you're just going to do a 90-degree angle. And that angle will be where you're going to do your wrap to close your circle. Now that I have the circle measured, I'm just going to cut the wire, and I'm going to cut it at about 2 inches. Now that will give a longer ear wire, but if you prefer and you want a shorter ear wire, you can go down to probably about 1.5 inches. And just keep in mind that the shorter the ear wire is, the closer it will be to your ear. So if you want it closer, then you'd want to have a shorter ear wire, and if you want it a little bit hanging a little bit lower, then you need to do a longer wire. So I'm just going to cut the ear wire at 2 inches, and because I've already have the 90-degree angle so I know where to wrap, I'm not going to lose the shape of the earring while I'm trying to cut this. I'm just going to use the chain nose pliers to start to wrap that shorter wire around the longer wire, and you're going to wrap as many wraps as you can. Usually it's about 2 or 3, and that will hold your circle together. And if your circle loses its shape while you're doing this, you can always put it back on your ring mandrel or dowel to reshape it. I know the title does say hammered, but if you don't want to hammer, at this point you can start adding your bead to it instead and not hammer at all. But I'm going to hammer it, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to flatten it with one side of the hammer and then turn it to the ball peen part, and then I'm going to texturize it. When you're hammering, you want to keep in mind that you're not going to hammer where you did your wraps. And also, if it comes out of shape and it becomes a little bit warped after you've hammered it, you can just use your flat side after you've used the ball peen side to make it a little bit flatter like I just did. And you can also put it back on the mandrel or dowel again just to make sure your circle is in shape. And also keep in mind that when you do hammer your circle, it will make it bigger. Now, if you wanted to add a patina or something to this to accentuate the hammered look, it would look really nice as well. Now you're just going to shape your ear wire part. Now I'm using a Sharpie, but somebody suggested that it might be too big for some people, so you can use just a pen if you prefer. So you can decide what works best for you. I'm going to use a Sharpie because that's what I'm used to. Another tip here is if you have both your earrings made, you can always do the shaping of the ear wires at the same time, so they'll be exactly the same. Then you're just going to finish your ear wire so that there's no sharp parts, and you can use an ear wire rounder, a jewelry file, or even just a metal nail file. Once your ear wire is finished, all you need to do is go in about 1/4 of an inch and do a 45-degree angle, and this will make your ear wire easier to get in your ear. At this point, your earrings are ready to wear, but if you want to dress them up a little bit more, then you can add a bead, and I'll show you how to do that just now. I'm working with 10mm by 7mm faceted Lapis Lazuli beads and about 1.5 feet of 24 gauge wire. You could use a 26 gauge wire if you prefer, or a wire to fit your beads. So I'm just going to do a standard briolette wrap. Just thread my wire right through the bead and then just frame up one side and bend the wire close to the bead. And then use your chain nose pliers to make a 90-degree angle so that the wire is pointing straight up. And you do the exact same on the other side. Then you go to the top of those wires, and then you're just going to do a 90-degree angle like I just did. And then you're just going to make a loop, and then just make sure that the loop is big enough to go around the diameter of the earring wire. And then just slide your wire onto the earring, and then you're just going to wrap the briolette. So just hold your circle and start to wrap down. Just take your time so you can get the wraps nice and even. Now I'm not going to do a messy wrap today. I'm just going to do an even wrap, but you could also do a messy wrap if you prefer. So you're just going to keep wrapping down the wires until you get to the tip of the bead, and then you're going to capture the tip with your wire. And adjust your bead as necessary because you want to make sure that tip is inside, otherwise your wrap won't be proper. When you've wrapped as much as you want, then you're just going to take your wire and you're going to go across the bead and right to the top of the wraps, and then just wrap it around there a few times, really just to secure it more than anything. Then you're going to trim back your wire and tuck in everything and make sure that there's no sharp bits. Then you can just do any more final adjustments that you want to do, and then your earrings are completed. So this completes the tutorial. I hope you liked it. If you did, please like, share, subscribe, and comment. We'll see you next time. Thanks for coming. Bye for now.